Hey guys, Jalapeno here with another episode of the Bondo Chronicles. On this project, we're going to be covering up this piece of metal on the stair landing going to the basement. The homeowner's biggest concern is that when the kids come downstairs, she doesn't want them to get hurt with that piece of metal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to float it out with, you already know, Mr. Bondo. That piece of metal still kind of sticking out about a 1/16 of an inch above the plywood, even after I put the screws in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to float it out with quite a bit of Bondo. If I don't float it out, there's going to be a little bump there and there's potentially a tripping hazard. And when you're mixing your Bondo, don't forget to add the cream hardener because that's going to make it sandable in 15 minutes. And remember, look, I'm just applying a little bit and you can kind of see the screws because they're sticking out. That's why I'm going to float it out. That's the first coat right there. That's my little workstation. I ended up doing 2 coats. That way it's going to be nice and smooth. And look, it's floated out. That way there's no bump, like I said. And now it's time to pick up my little workstation here. You could also mix that Bondo on a piece of tile or cardboard. That's usually how I do it. And remember how I told you the Bondo is sandable in 15 minutes? Well, here we go. I honestly didn't really need to sand it because this is just a painted plywood. It's not like it's a super smooth surface, but it will look better. And it doesn't take me that long, so why not? After I'm done sanding, I just make sure I pick everything up. No dust, no nothing, because I am going to end up painting the whole landing here, corner to corner. I'm going to paint it with this airplane gray color. And I'm also going to tape off the baseboard. Remember, I'm going to paint the whole square here, corner to corner, because the paint doesn't match 100%. And I don't want it to look patchy. You don't have to tape off the baseboard. It's totally up to you. But since I'm going to paint the whole landing, I'm going to use my roller. That way I could bump up my roller next to the baseboard. And look, I don't get it dirty. The homeowners really appreciate that. I get a lot of comments from professional painters saying, real painters don't use tape. Cut that shit in, man. They don't really sound like that. That's just how I hear them in my head, I guess. Anyways, now I'm just rolling the last little spots that were left. And there we go. It looks a little bit different there at the end because it's drying. Once it dries completely, it'll be 100% match. What do you think about this repair? Let me know. Jalapeno Solutions. Boom.